Hello fellow Scorpios. Yay, just want to send you loads of love first of all. Thank you for those that subscribe to help me to get to my 500 subscribers. I'm doing it, we're doing it, so thank you. And I am showing up in the searches, yay. Alright, so we are going to just be doing a general reading. Literally going to just throw down the cards and see what we can pull up for you guys. So don't forget to let me know if this is resonating with you. Okay, so okay, let's see what we've got. Okay, so there's finances, obviously. So thinking of finances, but it feels like we're focusing more on the long-term plan. So this is something that's taking time to create. Feels like there's been a lot of thought and ideas gone into the planning and what the end result you're absolutely hoping to gain. Obviously, that's the whole point of a plan, but it feels that it's been very particular, the way that you've gone about this, placing it together, putting it here. So everything that's gone into it, it's attention to detail is exactly what this feeling that's coming up is saying, but it is securing the future stability. Again, look, there you go, just as we're saying, absolutely thinking of everything that you've invested into it, regardless of what side you're looking at. All of it is leading to an amount that's going to secure your future. And yay, well done. Why not? There's too much emphasis on being greedy for wanting more and all of that, but it's not. It's if you're putting in the work, if you're planning, if you're building towards something, that's how we get things. That's how we acquire something. It's the challenge, it's the push. So yes, it's the exchange and recognition for everything that you've invested in. And it's showing there that you really have put the work in, you have invested. And it may be unfolding slowly, whatever this plan or whatever this symbolises for you in your situation, but it's working. So it's keeping at it. It's moving forward into calmer times. So whatever this is that you're working on, focusing on, it's cultivating it, and you're already starting to see a shift from struggle, strain, crap, whatever it may be for you, and slowly moving forward to not quite the end of the light at the light at the end of the tunnel, but you are making headway, and that's all that matters. As long as we are seeing progression, then there's no energy that's wasted, unless we're going round in a loop, and it's just, we know that we're that we're not doing something different, and what we are doing is not working. It's still not wasted energy even in that scenario, to be fair, because how many times are you going to go round and then it clicks, do you know, this actually ain't working? So it still serves its purpose. Got here that that's not the case, it was just an example. that you are clear about where you're heading, what it needs to be, what it needs to look like, feel like, what the answer needs to be in order for you to know that you are on track and heading in the right direction. I feel that you're too far down the rabbit hole, let's say, for you to be able to turn back now. So whatever brought you to this point, we're not being shown that. That's not part of it. We're saying here today, you are moving into clarity of vision, focus and knowing, and you're bringing everything, your skills, your abilities, your life experience, you're bringing it into play, or you're just at that transition of doing it. You're providing balance within self, grounding, seeing results, making you happier. Things are coming together. Like I said, it might not be completed or finished, but you've built enough, or you've invested enough time to be able to call that decision. I know I'm heading in the right direction. So this feels like a time for those that are connecting with this particular energy reading, that this is a time to let the guard down, be happy and enjoy the moving forward, because whatever this idea, this thought and plan that you've kind of brought together and took the risk or put the work in, it is working and it's going to bear fruit. It already is showing signs. So now's the time to get excited. Look, you're not ready to quit yet. I knew that. You've still got a long way to go. Maybe it depends where your marker is. The thing is we never get there. There is always more. There is always a different take on it. Like I've said before in my other readings, this year is working towards expansion, whether that's on spiritual growth and all of the tower moments we've all been going through, the clearing of emotional baggage and ties and all of that, letting go of things that when we're going round in that loop and that cycle and know that it's not working, cutting this off and putting it elsewhere and releasing ourselves to move forward. Whatever this focus is for you, you are getting enjoyment. It's not that it feels like it's yeah, but it just feels that it's needed, it's necessary, but you're getting on with it. You're crafting whatever you need to be doing. So if you're drawing on specific skills or knowledge or know-how or whatever you may be focusing on, you've cracked onto a winner. So keep going forward with that plan and the direction that you're heading in, because there's still plenty more to unfold, which is the exciting part. We've got here ideas are blooming, and they are probably other ideas adding on. So more ideas are birthing other ideas on top of that. It's showing that this, what you're working towards, the plan, is growing and cultivating, like we said in the other parts of the reading. It's being nurtured, and that's exactly what you're doing there. Whatever you are paying your main focus on, whatever it may be, whether it's a relationship or a job or just in yourself, anything that this symbolizes to you, you're putting your heart and soul into it. You want this to go right. And that attention to detail is what keeps coming forward, because this isn't some just a bit of an idea and a plan and then running out of steam. You're in it for the long haul and you're expecting to see a return. And why not? Good for you. Some of you may be moving. You may be moving, building a pot, moving closer to that stability, that's what it might mean for your version of this. Everything. It's new beginnings is exactly what's screaming out, and that's what this hard work's going to give you. Trust the process and know that in your sleep state, you've probably been working out all the plans, analysing it, doing it. It's probably the mind's been running wild in the background as you've been doing whatever. So you're kind of already on autopilot because you've mapped out the steps before. We've got here loads of different choices. So I would say just be aware or be mindful that with the excitement of it going forward, or if it's happening a little bit too slow, that you're not over adjusting, over perfecting. If something's right, then just let it go, and it is how it's meant to be. Sometimes when we're over picky with something, we end up undoing all the good work. So let it evolve to what it needs to be and allow to release it to grow in its own way. It's manifesting. You're calling this in, you're putting the work in, but you've also got to let it evolve into what it actually needs to be, because you will have only held it at idea stage, bringing it into reality. Then it's got to grow like a baby in a belly. It's got to grow into its itself. When we keep getting loads of ideas and think, oh, do that, add that, then it can just become overwhelming and confuse what it's supposed to be doing or where we're going. Like saying, it's specific for you. We've got here being strategic with where you place your time, how you're spending your finances, the investments that you're making to get that. You're picking and choosing the next steps or the choices and opportunities that are coming forward. So even with this that I'm describing, I can already feel that you are fully present, you're on it. The focus is, and there's a sense of enjoying it as well, which, yay, it might be hard work, but it's not hard work when you can enjoy it. And with that sense of enjoyment, it gives that different vibration into anything that you're doing. You're probably working, it's getting the work-life balance, isn't it? Because there's that fear of, not fear, but there's that concern that we can be so tunnel visioned, focused, doing everything, and then we get missed out in the way. There's no switch off. There's no separation from working, because we're still not where we need to be yet. We're miles away from the end goal. So every minute counts. Yes, we know that every minute counts, but you're already being strategic with your time, your choices, your investments. So go easy on yourself and make sure that you nurture your energy, because when we're working to this extreme, then it becomes into the energy of a chore or a have to, or it's not doing it for the love, it's for the just the darker side of it. It takes the fun out of it. Yeah, trying to keep that balance, and definitely the nurturing of yourself. That is the theme of a message coming forward. You're nurturing the idea. So the love you're putting into your craft and what you're doing, or this plan you're working towards, make sure that you give yourself a little bit of that as well, because then that is, again, the exchange. Loving yourself, keeping yourself healthy and energized enough to work all the hours, or that to that extreme intensity, and then that gets poured into the plan and the manifesting of the creation. There you go. If you're trying to buy a house, a property, or go for that next level with work, here it is. It's showing you the path ahead is clear. So just keep going. Now is a time that it's not a time to relax. You're too focused and so, but what is the happy medium version of still working like crazy, or cultivating this focus that you're applying your attention into, as well as recognizing that it's okay to enjoy it also, to not be so serious, because we can be sometimes. We are quite funny, but we can be super serious as well. So it's just learning to blend that. Nice for you to get this card for a change amongst all of the rubbish that normally comes forward. So yeah, keep sending your prayers out. Keep reaching for the stars. Keep dreaming of that, because it's that what you're dreaming of that you're starting to see progress moving towards. It's unfolding. It is coming together. So keep dreaming for that, because it's not a pipe dream. It's happening. It's actually coming into a reality. So we've got there the stability that you're looking for. It's whatever you're moving forward to, there is going to be that sense of achievement, because you know how hard you've pushed yourself to get there. And you may have set the bar so high because that's what you do to yourself. You put such a standard up that you've got to get to it. That's why there's all this anxiety and unhelpful self-talk a lot of the time, because you raise the bar for yourself so high, and then it's like, shit, that's a little bit too tall. Am I going to make it? And then you start thinking, I can't start this if I'm not going to finish it, but I can't move the bar because that's where the standard needs to be. So you have to kind of praise yourself, encourage yourself in that humble way. It's an absolute process. So that's why I'm saying the stage you're at now, you absolutely need to acknowledge and blow your own trumpet. No one else is going to do it for you. You know what it's taken for you to get here. So what if you're not finished, you're not there yet? It doesn't matter. You're doing it. Yes, there's been casualties along the way, and casualties can be absolutely everything, anything. You're sacrificing interactions, time, relationships, finances, pitfalls, things working and having to redo it, go back to the start, everything. You've suffered through this, but if it's going to be bringing this game, just keep cracking on, because it's inspiring you. You are being inspired, even though there's been some collateral damage of some kind, whatever that may be. Out of it, you've been able to rework it. It's like, okay, I'll take that on board. I know with that, yeah, it's still an opportunity to perfect, correct, but still push forward. This isn't a card of standing still and thinking about the price of beans. This is a card that's saying, see that idea? You need to keep pushing and running with it, because it's already taking form. You've spent so much time thinking, planning and creating, that it's already, you've already started before you even realised you had. So it's going with it. Frustrations, that's you as well. It's like what do you need to see to be able to go up against yourself and say, I'm actually doing okay, when you know that the end result is still too far away? Find out, what does that look like, or what does it need to feel like, because it's only you that can give it. There may be blocks that are coming out, but again, they generally will come up as well if it's to do with extra finances being needed to be poured in, which is why it's saying about you being strategic with those decisions. But also it's that mental block that we've just described, so we can tackle that, place it to the side. And so it's when we place time on top of what we're doing, that's where the stress, the blocks and the anxiety comes, because we're trying to make something fit in a time frame when we're working with energies, the universe, wishes coming true and all of that, we're not able to call the time. So yeah, that's the anxieties with there. But also this is showing the blocks being released. So you're moving to the other side and you're stepping into you. You're stepping into your game. Whatever this is, it is sitting right within. You know you can pull this off, you can do it, and you're the right one for the job. If it's a relationship, you're super excited about it because now you're able to put all of your past history that you've learnt, what does work, doesn't work, the new you, all of that, you're able to apply to this person that sparks your interest, makes you feel alive, and gives you that sense of purpose or wanting to be and do. If that's your version and it's a relationship that you're really focusing and homing in on, then yeah, go for it, because you're gonna give it your all and it will get results. If it's anything else, even with the change in job role, I'm feeling excited about that, because whatever you'll be changing into is a match for you. It's more of a long-term security. And good luck if you're buying a home, because exciting times. It's hard for anyone to be buying something like that at the moment. But you're in it for the long haul. It's going to be worth every bit of effort and every sacrifice you've had to make to get to that. Then once you've got to that point, you can absolutely create more dreams to pay yourself back. Let's just quickly take some more. So we've got here my other favourite card other than ours. I love it. It's going within. It's not being afraid to be on your own tunnel vision and solo to get the end result. It's about knowing that you are looking for that lantern that's guiding you the way, but that's coming from within. You're following your passion. Communication is key for you. It really is. So it's being kind to yourself as well. It's that self-talk that I was just saying about. It's about knowing you're doing okay, trusting the process, and going with it. You're balancing everything, but you're doing it. You're getting into the flow of this, what's unfolding, and there's an enjoyment that's coming with it. So make it fun. If it's too much work, add a bit of fun. If it's too much blooming worry, take yourself away from it for a minute. Surround yourself with something that's different. It won't take long for you to come back to your center again. And then on the back of that, it will just naturally push forward new inspiration, which then gives a new fresh burst of energy. And then ultimately leads you straight to success. You are in charge of this blooming roller coaster, I was going to say. So there you go. That's probably a good description of the energy coming through. But yeah, you want a bit of something, isn't it? It's like throw it all at you. If anyone's built the way to be able to handle it, it's Scorpios. Yay! So that's what I've got for you, and I love that that you've got that. Just to hold that in your mind and know that this is all coming about because of you and your wish for you. So yay, being kind to you. All right, have a lovely day. Bye bye.